Hello, parents and family members. Once again, I want to share with you a distance learning resource. This was actually shared to me by one of our Oakland parents. This comes from the South Carolina Department of Commerce, and this is a resource that I'll link here on this post. But this has some resources for teachers, but could also be beneficial for you as parents who have been thrust into the homeschool teacher role. And so I want to show you a few of these that you can look at and show with your kids during this time. These are supplemental. These are not mandatory. This is just something for you to allow your kids to be engaged in the learning that's going on with their teacher currently and with their distance learning packets. These are some additional resources that you can provide for your kids during this time. And I want to highlight the first three that are on here, the first three bullets for the classrooms. This top one here is by Santee Cooper. They are conducting science experiments on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you click that Facebook page link, it'll take you right to their Facebook page, and you can scroll down and you can see past posts where they've been live and they've done online experiments. The second one here is from Audible. If you're familiar with Audible, which is ebooks, I'm going to click it right there so you can kind of see what this is going to look like. So it'll take you to audible.com, which is through Amazon, and you press start listening. And then it gives you all these free online stories, and you can have little listeners. You see, these are elementary level books, all the way up into older level books. Then these are all free listening or stories to listen to during this time. So I imagine this could be something as a part of your daily routine that you're starting with your kids, starting out the day with a read aloud. And this, in this case, would be playing a story and letting them create the pictures in their mind as the story is read to them. And so let me go to the third one that I was going to show too, which is Discover E, which is Discover Engineering. I'll click on it. And this one has, again, a lot of cool content and activities that you can do with your kids, which that are using materials that you have around your house. There's no need to go out and buy anything. For example, and this is one that I did when I was in the classroom, which is Keep a Cube, which is to make a container to keep an ice cube from melting. The materials that I used when I was in the classroom were the plastic Easter eggs, since we're just coming off the Easter holiday. And then I had saran wrap and aluminum foil, wax paper, and I had all those in a bin, and I instructed my kids, you may pick 5 objects to create a device or something to keep an ice cube from melting, and there was a contest. So if you had multiple kids in your family, y'all can see which one would keep the ice cube solid the longest. And so these are some resources that you can look at. Again, this is from the South Carolina Department of Commerce. Let me pull up that link again, so that you can see there's also virtual tours of museums. We shared about that a little bit earlier. National parks, Khan Academy, and you also have TED Ed, which is resources for students, teachers, and parents, and then Breathe for Change as wellness resources for educators. But since y'all are an educator now, these are all resources that you have access to use. So hopefully these are some things that you can try with your kids during this time, and we'll continue posting more as well as our read alouds in the evenings.